Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. Guys. All right, we're talking about Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I'm just getting straight into it, guys, because you know how fucking crazy this is. But real quick, I do want to add a disclaimer. I'm going to put another one later on in the discussion when we get to it, because this is a very spoilerish movie from the trailer alone, and just hearing what the trailer has confirmed from leaks and rumors and what the potential could be. And honestly, man, it's pretty fucking crazy. So, guys, quick disclaimer. If you want to go into this fresh, it's going to be hard watching this stream right here. But, guys, spoiler alert, and I'll put another one later. But let's get straight into it. Man, you saw our reaction to this straight after the Super Bowl, and it blew us all away. I mean, it confirmed a bunch of different things, and it's really hard to figure out where to start here because there are so many different things to talk about. But I guess we can just talk about just some our overall thoughts on this trailer, because I was saying this before we started, how when you come out of No Way Home, you just got in that first, I guess you can call it teaser trailer, because they really gave you shit in that trailer compared to this one. And I think that was my biggest, I don't want to say gripe, but just like, I felt like I didn't get too much out of what this movie was trying to sell. But I was still excited from just hearing the leaks and rumors of the potential of what this movie could be. And this trailer just blew it all away. Like, yeah, it's confirmed. Patrick Stewart at the end of the trailer, bro. They're gonna do the Illuminati. I don't know if they're gonna show like a Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic version that'll be within the main MCU continuity, like the one we'll keep going back to, or just like an offspring one, because they do keep his identity a secret. We got Mordo in there. I mean, holy shit, bro. This is crazy. Deebs, how did this trailer make you feel?
Yeah, this was probably the best MCU trailer since Shang-Chi. That we did this during the reaction. For me, this was a trailer that really elevated my anticipation for this film 100%. Sam Raimi looks like he's got the gloves off for this one, which is exactly what you want if you're an MCU fan. So I just love, again, that dark tone that we saw with those trippy visuals. It looked beautiful. But my desires for this film are still the same, even though that there's so much like overstimulation going on in that trailer. Wanda. She is still the most intriguing part of the film for me. I loved WandaVision. It's still my favorite Disney Plus show, at least until Moon Knight comes out. But I really can't wait to see Scarlet Witch in this film. But yeah, you think about like what the purpose of a trailer is. It's meant to build up hype, and this undoubtedly got the job done. 11 out of 10. Arguably, probably the best trailer we see this year, which is crazy considering it's February. It was absolutely bananas. I think the biggest shocker for me was the fact that What If series has a much bigger role in the MCU than I ever thought. Here moving forward, you know that there's already a season 2 in the works here. But for me, there's so much to talk about, so many things to unravel here. And we're going to do that tonight. But top to bottom, this was an unbelievable trailer. And it started before the Super Bowl. So, Disney, Marvel came out swinging.
Yeah, Deebs, honestly, fucking agree with that. I do agree. What If, when we reviewed it and when it came out, I don't want to say it felt inconsequential. It felt inconsequential for the time, though. I didn't feel like that show would have much of an impact within a few months after it finished. I definitely expected more coming after season 2 released, and we don't even know when season 2 is really releasing. That's kind of oblivious right now. They're keeping us out of the lengths with that one. And yeah, we're seeing zombie Doctor Strange. We're seeing Supreme Doctor Strange. We're seeing evil Doctor Strange. All from What If. We're seeing Captain fucking Carter confirmed from the poster, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. But Matt, how did this trailer make you feel, my man?
My reaction was from the song from the Lonely Island. I just jizzed in my pants. Oh my god! That was exactly my reaction to this trailer. I did not expect to be this blown away. I mean, I did really love the teaser that we got from the post-credit scene from No Way Home, and then everybody screamed when Supreme Strange showed up. I lost my shit. it shows you that they're definitely connecting to the series of What If. And I actually enjoy the show, even though it's not the greatest. There's some episodes that were very weak than others, but there were some strong episodes, like Supreme Strange. He plays an important part of the story and how it all affects the multiverse. And so is Loki. I mean, I feel like that there's going to be some Loki connection because this is what started the whole multiversal war. If you haven't seen like the season finale of Loki, and the second trailer, oh my god, I was so overwhelmed at how amazing this is. I never been this excited since Spider-Man No Way Home when they were promoting the film. It was the most hyped film of that year, and it definitely exceeded all the expectations.
That was only November, by the way, people. That was only November.
yeah, and this looks like now it's becoming like, I don't know. I mean, I'm in between like the Matt Reeves' Batman. I don't know which one I'm hyped more now after seeing this trailer. God, it was so overwhelming, and especially when Professor X showed up. Not his face. You're not seeing his appearance. You're seeing the back of his head, and you're hearing Patrick Stewart's voice. I screamed, and I've been hearing rumors for a while that we were gonna get a Charles Xavier in the film, and I didn't even think that Patrick Stewart was going to return, because if you watch Logan and you see Patrick Stewart's interview saying that, you know what, this is my last role, I'm done, I want to move on, blah, blah, blah. And it looks like now all the tables are off. People change their minds all the time, and I don't give a shit, because this may not be the same like Patrick Stewart's Professor X that we known him in the X-Men timeline. This might be a different time variant. And God, and it definitely delivers the horror, the darkness, and this has got Sam Raimi written all over it. And it looks like that Wanda is probably going to be the main threat of the film.
Yep.
Yeah. Before we get into cameos real quick, I want to say one of my favorite shots from the trailer, super Sam Raimi, is the one of the Poland straight through her eye. I mean, that shot alone, the way it's framed, the way it's done is Sam Raimi. But not only that, but the makeup blood straight out of Evil Dead. I mean, perfect. And it's those subtle nods that I think Sam Raimi is super known for, because he's done it in the Spider-Man movies. He did the editing like you see with the Evil Dead spirit, you know,
right,
going through the woods with the tentacles for Doc Ock. So he's known for putting these horror details within his movies. And wow, bro, he is running fucking wild in this movie. But another thing hearing about this movie when it comes to spoilers is cameos. This movie is gonna be cameo galore, and I will say that's the one thing that I'm concerned about, but I'm also not concerned about, because I feel like Spider-Man No Way Home really implemented that you can have really meaningful and great cameos with a lot of them, but still have a very condensed and moving story that really works at the core. So I'm not too nervous, but it's always a little bit of a concern. But Sam fucking Raimi. But let's get into cameos. I know we've talked about Patrick Stewart, but I think we gotta talk about this Captain Marvel one real quick, because I see a lot of people online talking about this being Monica Rambeau. Oh my God, she's in the movie. No. It's her mother, baby. It's Maria Rambeau.
That would be such a disservice if they were like, just screw us, Monica Rambeau with full powers. I would be pissed off about that.
And Deebs, when you went to the bathroom, I was telling Matt a theory I had for her storyline and what could potentially be happening. I think this is going to be a Maria Rambeau that comes from a different universe, is still friends with Carol, but one, she got into the accident, and two, her daughter's the one who gets cancer and dies from it.
Oh,
so I think we're going to see. I mean, it makes sense for the darker story. You'd want to go that darker path. And I think it's really going to add that connection. And there's going to be this theme with children with Wanda as well. I mean, if that doesn't happen, it's definitely a missed opportunity. And I think Maria's going to kick ass. If you guys zoom in, it looks like Lashana Lynch from No Time to Die.
Yeah, just the same hairdo.
Yeah, same hairdo. But I do get where people are saying, I think it's Imperium Iron Man. That
Superior.
Oh, Superior Iron Man.
I don't know why I said Superium, but Superior Iron Man played by
that was so
God, dude,
that could be
Tom
dude.
Cruise,
wouldn't that be
bro.
so? No, imagine him showing up, and he's part of the Illuminati. and now
Definitely.
everybody would be screaming. Because originally Tom Cruise was supposed to play Iron Man before Downey Jr. came in and took over that role.
And you know what's crazy? We all, bro, if you asked any one of us a month ago how crazy we think Marvel will go after Spider-Man No Way Home after bringing 2 decades worth of Spider-Man villains and heroes and storylines together into one movie, only 5 months later, we'd be like, bro, fuck off. We do not believe you whatsoever. But like, we're literally getting cameos and rumors from like 20 years ago about people who were going to take the roles before Robert Downey Jr. Like, that's fucking insane that Marvel goes to that extent to really just pay off everything. And I think it just shows why they're so great. But Deebs, which one was your favorite cameo, my man?
I mean, it was Patrick Stewart for me.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah,
100%.
when you saw me like in the reaction, like going nuts. I was absolutely going.
And
nuts.
I put it in the comment section. I was like,
Yeah,
dude,
you
this
were
is
the one
Patrick
who
Stewart's
told us.
voice, and your guys were like, no,
We were
like,
back
no
as
way,
nervous.
like,
Yeah.
dude. Don't
was
doubt
just-
me because I heard his voice. I watched it on my screen TV with my
know.
sound system. I was like, that's motherfucking Patrick Stewart, and I just screamed.
It was the perfect way to tease him. Kevin Feige knows that, like, just including this much Patrick Stewart, his voice is enough to make everyone like us go absolutely ballistic. For me, we're gonna get into the Illuminati very soon. I need like some minutes on that. But he's clearly part of the multiversal Illuminati here. And when you think about it, like Scarlet Witch being set up as the big bad, that's definitely going to happen. But like, who is the one, like we saw Scarlet Witch become the mightiest Avenger. Who is the one superhero or hero that could, match that level of power, ability that Scarlet Witch has? And that is Charles Xavier. That is 100% Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's in it.
Damn, oh god, I'm so happy.
when you think about it, like Logan, like Wolverine got his send off. But with Charles Xavier, like it was kind of sad for me. Like Charles Xavier, as amazing, Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier, as amazing as he was over the years, it wasn't that great of a send off when you think of like Toby and Andrew and how good they were in No Way Home and where they could potentially go forward. So I'm really happy to see, Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart get his moment here. I still think it's a one-off. And I have a theory about this that I really want to get into a little bit later. Mm-hmm. But I think this is clearly Charles Xavier. He's going to be this like random variant in the multiverse. And I think it basically that like J. Jonah Jameson situation. And I still think that like 2-3 years from now, we're going to get a new Charles Xavier for the MCU. But that was my favorite moment.
Oh,
Okay. So, Matt, before we get to your favorite cameo, I do want to talk about the one concept art real quick about Charles Xavier. So, guys, another spoiler about some leaked concept art. It's nothing too spoilery. It's just of like what we've seen of the trailer, just like an extended version of seeing Charles Xavier. But he kind of sits in a monolith chair. And it looks really fucking cool. And
are you serious?
Yeah, he sits in a monolithic chair, and I feel like that's why I didn't show you. So I feel like they're gonna do he's gonna be like a higher power type of Professor X, because when you look at the other chairs, they're very basic, like high, like you're king of the castle, right? Like one of those type of chairs.
All right.
And then you have Baron Mordo not sitting, but standing behind him. So we'll come back a little bit to this later in the theories.
I have so many thoughts.
Yeah, because Deems, I told you, man, this movie's got a lot of theories and dude, these theories and predictions are gonna go insane too. But Matt, what was your favorite cameo and what was your like most unexpected cameo? Like, let's say.
Oh my god, it's definitely Patrick Stewart. I screamed when I heard his voice, like that's Patrick Stewart. And after all hearing the rumors for the past months that Charles Xavier is going to be in the movie, and at first I didn't believe it, and then I was like, you know what, anything is possible. But I kind of thought it would be James McAvoy because it would have been more believable. But till then, all bets are off now.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine like that scene where you see that camera go through like Wanda's eye? Could you imagine it's like Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart, and then she goes
having a little bit of a mind battle,
like, and then McAvoy's in, like, or something like, oh, it'd be so cool.
Oh god.
Dude, can you imagine like what this third act could even be like? Like I cannot sit here and tell you or even imagine what this third act is going to even ensue, from what type of battle to who's involved to what powers, because our main players, before we move into our predictions and like our theories, are American Chavez, Doctor Strange, Wong, Mordo, and I don't know, do we really consider I'm not talking about Scarlet Witch, his love interest. I always forget her name, Dr. Palmer. How big of a role do we think she's gonna play? Because I remember in that
Christine?
first trailer, Christine Palmer,
Christine.
Yeah, I
Rachel
forgot about
McAdams,
her.
Christine.
I forgot her first name. But
yeah, because she is in the
Christine.
movie, and just imagine her showing up and meeting Supreme Strange, and how emotional impact was going to be for him when he meets the other version of Christine.
That's what I was about to say. Do we think we're gonna see a Supreme Strange marry Christine Palmer, and that's what that wedding scene we saw in that very first trailer from
maybe
No
the
Way Home
flashbacks.
is?
Yeah, it could happen in the
because we
flashbacks
see
prior to What If episode.
And now we see our main Doctor Strange sitting there looking like distraught, like, and it's really hard to say. I guess we're just going into just like predictions and no, it's hard to say, to sit here that Wanda for me is the main villain, but I can also see how she is, because in the second trailer, they tell us that the events of No Way Home are the reason why these events are going on. So then that makes me think about, what does he remember from the events of No Way Home?
Ooh.
Why does he go to Wanda to help him fix the multiverse problem? Because let's be honest, she hasn't really been involved in the multiverse. She's really just magical.
True.
Do you think he might go to her to like have spells to help put their power together to contain it?
I believe that if you watch the season finale of the post-credit scene in WandaVision, she's going through that dark book, or whatever the hell it's called. She's trying to find a way to bring her kids back, but from another universe. And if you watch closely in the screenshot of the trailer of two Wandas, she looks like she's succeeding. She's trying to get her kids, and she's trying to bring them back to life, and it looks like it's not going to go well.
I think so. Here's my prediction. There's so much to talk about here. My prediction, the third act, going back to your third act question, is Doctor Strange is going to be confronted with the question whether or not he needs to kill Scarlet Witch or save the universe. That's going to be the general idea, and I think Doctor Strange is going to have to figure out a way around that. I think maybe there could be kind of some misdirection happening here, where Doctor Strange is doing everything he can to figure out a different solution to what's in front of him. I think that is because you saw kind of that hinted at in No Way Home about Doctor Strange needing, he makes, stone
sacrifices,
hard decisions. Like he makes those hard decisions. I think Doctor Strange is going to confront that here in that third act.
Deebs, I'll add on to that. And I think she's going to succeed with her plan of getting her children back. But still, she has to die. And then we're going to get the twins. That's the thing, though. I don't know if they're going to go with the twins that we left off with in WandaVision, or if they're just going to go straight to the older versions. You know what I mean? Because
you're not wrong. You're not wrong in that. That could have happened. We might see the older version of the twins. And plus, if you just see the screenshot of Wanda holding her hand out using her power, she's covered in blood. Like, what just happened? Who's going to die in this movie? Because it looks like someone might die. Some major character get killed off.
And then it makes you wonder, like, does she bring out Dark Doctor Strange if she is the villain? Does she find a way to split Doctor Strange, or does she grab multiple dimension Doctor Stranges?
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be different versions of Strange. I mean, we saw a bunch of screenshot of Defender Strange, and if you saw the shot of a statue of Strange, it looks like that's probably the Defender Strange, where he's the world's greatest hero in that world, and Strange is like, wow, he was like overwhelmed.
So I think it's pretty solid to assume that like America Chavez is, going with Scarlet Witch, like opening portals and going from multiverse to multiverse to multiverse. And that could probably ultimately lead to what happens with, possibly the X-Men coming into play somehow, or the mutants, coming into play somehow, which I don't know how that's going to feel. Like, I feel that kind of ruins the whole idea of X-Men. Like the idea of like Magneto, for example, just being thrown in, that doesn't work. Like that takes away a lot of like, what makes a mutant and their whole storyline and, you know, Magneto's whole philosophy. So we'll see. But I do think that all this is misdirect. Scarlet Witch is going to be the big bad here, and Doctor Strange is going to have to make a huge decision here.
So, unironically enough, I think Scarlet Witch might be the overall big bad, but I still think Doctor Strange is going to be the own villain of his story. Because think about it. If he didn't help Peter, and if Peter didn't fuck up the spell, he wouldn't have to go to Wanda to help restore the multiverse or whatever he's going there for. So I think it really all just is a snowball effect of what Strange did. And it really just comes down to Peter fucking Strange.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, oh, God.
No. Sorry. Go Deebs.
It makes sense that, like, you're basically in No Way Home, like, all that shit happened, and Doctor Strange made Peter clean it all up. And here, Doctor Strange has to clean up his own mess and is going to be probably going and doing the similar things. Like, you saw, like, Shuma Gorath or whatever that's called.
Yeah, Shuma Gorath, baby.
Causing havoc. Like, I think then you have, like, evil Doctor Strange going down. It's probably pretty likely. And then you have, like, zombie Scarlet Witch. Like, it's very likely that this MCU Doctor Strange has to, like, go multiverse to multiverse and stop it before it becomes a problem. But we'll see.
We could potentially see the Watcher. Jeffrey writes the Watcher in What If. That's a possibility. I mean,
100%.
The way that show ended,
I don't think that really No Way Home is the only thing that's affecting the multiverse, because I think that every character that is connecting to the multiverse is the cause of all this, especially with Loki, and then with Ultravision, that has a little bit of effect also. I mean, everything is, especially with Supreme Strange, messing up the multiverse.
And then, like, how are they going to connect the Illuminati to all this? So if you guys don't know, the Illuminati is like a small group of heroes that are I don't want to say stronger than the Avengers, but they're willing to make the ultimate sacrifices that might not be made if they're on the Avengers, because there are people that are more, I don't want to say humanistic, like they care more about the humans, like some eternal shit, but they're willing to pay like 50 people dead over the entire world dying. They'll make those decisions, but those consist of Doctor Strange, which is very obvious from No Way Home, Tony Stark, which is I think you could pull that off. Tony Stark has that. Baron Mordo, Charles Xavier. And Charles Xavier, you can make the argument because he's a higher mind and he understands what he needs to do in order for people to move on and succeed and live. I'm trying to remember. There's
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards.
Mr. Fantastic too. Holy fucking shit! So that makes us question.
And you're missing one more. You're missing one more.
Yeah, I know. Who is it?
Namor. Namor represents the Atlanteans in the Illuminati. Namor, we heard that he's the main villain for Black Panther 2. So I think there's a good chance we get him too.
That makes you wonder, are they gonna do him in this movie, or are they gonna do like Spider-Man No Way Home, where instead of doing a sixth member like the Sinister Six, they pull 5 chairs and then they wait for them to introduce him because wait, it's coming out next July or this November?
Oh, you're talking about the movie?
Black Panther 2.
Black Panther? Oh.
I think it either comes out November this year or July of next year. But I figured with a movie that close already, might as well just wait for that character to be introduced in that movie, especially when he's in that villain figure role. You'd want him to be more intimidating. So maybe this is gonna connect to Black Panther 2. Who fucking knows, bro? But what are they gonna do?
That's where, like, my first thing was Patrick Stewart. My second favorite thing was the Illuminati. Like, my head just raced so many different areas. Like, Namor has connections to Doctor Doom too. Namor's kind of like he kind of protects himself and Atlantis, and he's also in the comics friends with Doctor Doom. Could they use that, to connect with that? Like, there's so many different ways this could absolutely go. So that was really cool. The Illuminati thing. Can I do my theory now?
Yeah, go
ahead.
I've
been waiting for you to do your
theory. For it, dude.
All right, so what if, pun intended. What if this, I still think that this variant of Charles Xavier is still a one and done, but like, what if this Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart, isn't playing the one from Fox, isn't playing the one that we know and love from Fox. What if it's the same version from X-Men the Animated Series? We know that there's a sequel in the works. We know that What If is now canon here, big time in the MCU moving forward. Could you imagine if we got like a live action version of Patrick Stewart's Xavier on that golden hover chair, just cruising around?
Oh my
like
God.
He was in the Animated Series, man. That would blow my mind.
Same.
So, dude, I was sort of on the similar track with you until you said the animated show. Because I don't think it's the one we really do know, which is what leads me to believe I think it's the X-Men Days of Futures Past version. Version of Charles Xavier. Because I feel like by the end of that movie, they all just became like this massive hive mind by the end of that movie. I would have said James McAvoy, just because I feel like he was much stronger in those movies because he was younger. But go ahead, Deebs.
Here's where I say this, because I've been talking to the X-Men, the animated series creators, about doing an interview. And they literally told me, can we wait to January or February to do the interview? Could there be a like A and B like coincidence?
Oh my God, Deebs! Hold that! You're on the right fucking track. Holy shit! I don't know why I did not think about this as soon as you fucking said it. You remember that screenshot I shared in the chat of Doctor Strange and America Chavez falling through a green portal, and if you stop at the right frame, it's an animated fucking portal.
There it is.
In an animated fucking world, bro.
What if that was from the sequel of
Goddamn.
X-Men the Animated Series?
God
that'd be
damn, bro.
That would be
Oh my God. My childhood coming to life. Oh my God.
I think I did a show with Lo or you, Ryan. Like, I'm not sure, but we literally talked about this, like maybe utilizing the animated series as kind of that stepping stone for the X-Men, not just like live action movies and stuff, but like that would be really, really fun. Just like what, the rest of the MCU has What If, you also have, an X-Men animated series to kind of do the same thing like we see here. That'd be fun.
I mean, to also add on to your point, they're doing an animated Spider-Man prequel show too.
Yeah. And I think that's all canon, right? We can all safely assume everything is canon at this point, right?
Yeah, because it's no coincidence that they're reviving the animated series of X-Men. I mean, there's a reason.
Yeah, I think that's the thing just about this movie that's sort of blowing my mind is every point up until I'd say we watched Spider-Man No Way Home, it was always a question if Marvel or Disney would ever go this far to get these type of characters. And this trailer is pretty much proving that they're willing to go to every inch of the earth. Honestly, I wouldn't bet it against them for them to play a fucking joke in this movie of them accidentally going into the wrong Fantastic Four universe and they pop into the 90s movie that never released. You know what I fucking mean? Wouldn't that be hilarious though for the people that do get the joke?
Oh God,
dude.
I mean, look at Boba Fett. Like the casual fans and now it's kind of related. Like they just used an entirely different show to connect to The Mandalorian. It has a major impact on. I think there's like a trend here. I think we're going to see.
Oh no, definitely.
I think this is going to be kind of how Disney and Marvel and Star Wars like handle these big projects and little projects and have them all interconnected.
No, yeah, absolutely agree. This trailer just proves that anything is really possible in the MCU at this point. And
get the subscribers, baby. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna maybe they'll probably be like, as seen before in the Book of Boba Fett. Please subscribe.
I mean,
Mandalorian season 3 opener.
It's
but like just imagine the casual audience who are fans of the Mandalorian but never seen the Book of Boba Fett. They just jump right in season 3, and you're seeing Grogu and Mando back together again. Like, what the fuck? I thought they went separate. What the hell is happening here?
You think that's confusing? try growing up nowadays and being like 15 years old or like 10 years old, not growing up with the first Iron Man movie, and then you have to start like 29, 35 projects into the MCU. Like
You have to start
dude,
rewatching. It takes commitment now because
dude, yeah,
the
dude,
MCU,
it
they
is
basically
actually
serialized it.
it's a job. It's a
Yeah.
literal fucking job. A 35 movie ain't counting fucking job. And some of these are TV shows. So that's 6 extra hours on top of, or no, 4 plus on top of the 2 you'd get with the regular movie. And it's only we're going downhill uphill from this. I mean, we got like what, 4, 5 Disney Plus shows this year.
Dude, they're
alone
dumping
with
a bunch.
movies?
If you watch the announcements, it feels like they're just like dumping a bunch of MCU projects. Like, we're giving you everything.
Dude, what? This year, Moon Knight, She-Hulk.
Oh God.
I know
Marvel?
What If season 2 is rumored, but I think we all agree
What's
that
rumored?
Isn't
What If season 2 has been rumored.
Oh no,
for
we're
this year,
definitely
but-
getting. Oh yeah, they're definitely confirmed that What If season 2 is coming, and Loki
Yeah,
season 2 that's already confirmed from the
Wait, is
post credits.
Miss
No,
Marvel-
but I'm talking about this year alone.
Oh, you mean this year? I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised
'cause
if it was this year.
Moon
I mean,
Knight,
I think they can get.
She-Hulk-
I think they can get a little bit done with the animation because the animation is not like CG 3D animated type
Yeah.
of series, and they can get that done.
So let's assume What If's coming, right? We got the Groot show at the end of the year, and we got Miss Marvel at the end of the year.
Miss
5
Marvel.
shows. Movies, we got Doctor Strange. Holy shit! Can I even name what movies we have? Like, that's bad. If I could have told you 2 months ago, probably what the schedule is, but that's how many fucking projects they have just coming out yearly. I gotta look up.
Thor, Wakanda Forever. No, that got moved to next
Oh no,
year.
Thor!
right?
Yeah, no, Thor: Love of Thunder is
Alright,
coming out
here,
this year, and Wakanda
Moon Knight,
Forever is coming out
Doctor
in November.
Strange.
Okay.
Okay, we got Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, She-Hulk, Thor, Miss Marvel, Wakanda Forever. Wait, was this updated? Yeah, the Guardians Holiday Special 2. That's what it is. So we're getting 2 shows for Guardians: the Holiday Special and a Baby Groot show.
Yeah, so we're getting Thor: Love and Thunder in July and Wakanda Forever in November.
And they confirmed that She-Hulk is this year, but they haven't given a date yet. I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume it comes out between Thor: Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange. That's my prediction. Have one show with Moon Knight coming out at the end of March, and we got Doctor Strange leading up, or like literally, actually no, yeah, leading up to that shit 6 weeks, and then right after Doctor Strange, I say they give it a month because it's a movie. Give it that same time frame you'd give it a show. Boom, She-Hulk. You know what I mean? Like, it's bonkers what we're getting, bro. We're getting
Yeah.
3-4 movies plus 5-6 TV shows if What If works out.
What if, like, all right, hear me out. Wouldn't it be cool if we learned that it was the Illuminati that shot the Incredible Hulk to that planet for Ragnarok?
Oh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I mean,
I did not think about it.
So Deebs, to justify this question, it was the Illuminati in the comics to send Hulk to another planet. So
I think that's a pretty good.
That could answer a lot of questions of how he got there. We only saw the footage of him falling out of space, and that's all. That's it. It was never fully explained of how he got to that planet.
and he never changed back to Bruce Banner. So
No,
Hulk's
he stayed as the
perspective-
Hulk. The Hulk
Yeah,
just
so-
took over.
and the Hulk will never tell you shit. So it's pretty blurry what we really know what happened. And I mean, so also to think about, how long did it take him to travel there? Because if we go to Thor Ragnarok, Loki and Thor fell out of the tube at 2 different points, but Loki arrived there 6 months earlier. But they had just fallen apart maybe 3 seconds apart. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What if they
Right.
pushed him like through time? Or so, like, I can't even fucking explain.
You mean the
It's
Hulk?
so crazy.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
the Hulk.
Well,
Yeah.
Banner did acknowledge that. Hey, I've been the Hulk for 2 years, so he has been there for 2 years on that planet.
Do we want a Tom Cruise Iron Man?
Hell yeah, dude! I would be
I
blown
mean, fuck
away.
it at
It was
this
like,
point.
hey, at least we get
He's definitely
to
gotta be
see
a
it
one-off.
happen.
He would definitely be a one-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Here, wouldn't it be cool if like this variant of Tony Stark, played by Tom Cruise, was the one who like beat Thanos using the stones? Instead of like snapping his fingers, he used the gauntlet, used the stones to kill Thanos, and then instead of like saving the universe, he became essentially Thanos and absolutely insane. That would be a fun version of Tony Stark.
Well, what you saw in the trailer, that looked like we saw the Ultra drones, like it must be made by Tony Stark himself.
Yep,
that would make a lot of sense.
I definitely think we're gonna see him in this movie, but man, I just can't imagine what the reaction after this movie is gonna be like. Like just hearing the general audience and everything. But you know what? I figure we wrap it up, do some final thoughts, conclusions, and just give our overall excitement out of 1 through 10. And Deebs, take it away, my man.
Oh, it's 11 out of 10. I mean, Fantastic Four. You know me, like I've been wanting a Doctor Doom movie, like Doctor Doom. Like that is something I've been waiting for so long. And you saw the one screenshot where it looks like Reed Richards just chilling in the chair. I think it's going to be I'm going to butcher this name. It's from the first Fantastic Four franchise. Ian Rufford. I can't pronounce it. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. But I think I think that's going to be Reed Richards in this one, and I'm going to love it. And we're that much closer to Doctor Doom in the MCU. We're that much closer. When that day happens, man, it's going to be something special. So 11 out of 10 for me. This was probably trailer of the year. I don't know how MCU ups this. I mean, like you said, Brian, No Way Home trailer was.
We said that about No Way Home, bro.
Like, how are you going to up it? What are they going to do?
Yeah, but the trailer wasn't like mind blowing. The trailer was good, but I don't remember being like, oh wow, like this trailer had so many wow factor moments. And it just feels good that Sam Raimi is back. You know, this is the comeback trail for Sam Raimi to cement himself here with comic book films. And I really hope this is just the beginning. I want to see more and more Sam Raimi. I'm hoping that, you know, like you look at, you know, the Russo brothers and how they cemented their imprint into the MCU. And then they made more films that were unbelievable and really impacted the MCU in such a positive way. I'm hoping Sam Raimi with this movie kind of has maybe another movie or two down the line because it looks gorgeous. Everything top to bottom about this movie looks gorgeous.
No, yeah, absolutely agree with you, Deebs. And small little fun fact, another character that Sam Raimi loves, equivalent to Spider-Man, is Doctor Strange. So
wait, no, sorry. Yeah. I have one more question for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
The final thought. Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Who is Bruce Campbell going to play in this Doctor Strange sequel?
Oh yeah,
he's going to play someone.
I think he might just play. Oh, fuck. I was gonna say someone from the Spider-Man movies, but he played a different character in all Spider-Man movies.
He played 3 different characters. The wrestling. He played the usher, the French restaurant dude.
That's the cameo. That's I will say I will put $500 down that Bruce Campbell is playing a cameo for somebody or something. That's gonna happen.
What if he plays Ash from Evil Dead? Groovy.
Dude.
Maybe this is where he went all this time.
He's playing Ash from Evil Dead. He might not do anything like Evil Dead but bro, all you gotta do is see the fucking chainsaw.
You got zombies. You got zombies summoning. He might take his chainsaw and just start chainsaw.
Bro, I don't want to hear, bro. Don't get my hopes up.
I mean, I have a feel. There's a possibility because I think from what I've heard like a while ago that when they were doing the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, I think that Sam Raimi originally wanted him to be either Doctor Strange or Mysterio.
Mysterio. He wanted him to be Mysterio in the 4th Spider-Man movie.
I like Tyler's idea of just being another Doctor Strange variant.
Yeah, he's gonna be the drunk Doctor Strange that sits on the couch because he's like fuck magic, and you see him on a couch. He just makes a portal and just
he's like he plays the washed up. He plays like the washed up old hobo Doctor Strange. And just opens the portal, like here you go.
He's so great,
hilarious.
No, yeah. But Matt, what about you? What are your most excitement about, and what would you grade your excitement for this movie?
My excitement came from 8. to 11 from the same with dives. Oh my god, like they're hitting it out of the park, especially our Lord and Savior Kevin Feige. Even before the MCU was even started, he was on a journey with other Marvel projects with the X-Men, Spider-Man. He's been with them from the start, and then him bringing some of the legacy stuffs back to in our current time. It's just a great time to be alive as a comic book fan, and especially with Spider-Man No Way Home, it really exceeded all the expectations because they did not just throw these legacy characters as like cameos, like they're just there and then leave. No, they built a story around it, and it became a deep film, and it was very impactful. And I hope they do the same thing with Multiverse of Madness. I hope they don't just random just show cameos and then they're just gone for the next and don't serve the purpose of the story. They need to build a story around it.
So that was like, remember talking about this, Ryan, before No Way Home? Like that was legit what I was terrified of. They've earned the right. The MCU and Kevin Feige has earned the right following No Way Home, which was my favorite MCU period. That I think they're going to nail it out of the park for me.
And, yeah, we right now so far Phase 4 has been hitting it. I mean, aside a couple of missteps with Black Widow and Internals, the movies itself, they've been hitting it out of the park. Especially they let directors, like you can tell that this movie is made from John Watts for No Way Home, and it felt like a Spider-Man movie and not just like an MCU film with just Spider-Man in it. That's it. No, this one felt like a Spider-Man film, and let's hope that Doctor Strange is more of a Doctor Strange film with so many MCU characters and some cameos along the way, but it has a great story and it delivers the horror, the trippiness, and the epicness, and deliver dark and don't hold back on the brutality.
And think about where we've come since Captain America: The First Avenger. Think about where we've come from. It's insane.
Yeah,
think about where we came from since the first Iron Man. Oh my god, like that's just insane. I mean, can we all agree that now that they brought in the legacy Spidey characters in the MCU, it just now we can confirm that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man is what started the MCU.
I honestly wouldn't be shocked if they did 6 weeks of reshooting. That's a lot of time to do reshoots. I wouldn't be shocked if they added a small little Tobey Maguire cameo in there. But
dude, bro,
that's the thing with this movie, and I feel like we spoke about it a lot in the cameo section. We found legitimate reasons for them to be in here. For Maria Rambeau as a Captain Marvel variant to be in this movie. We've thought about why Wanda is in this movie. You know what I mean? We have different reasons for each character being in it. Other than Captain Marvel is going to be that fun nod to the What If, along with Zombie Strange and I'll call him Depresso Strange because it's funnier. But yeah, we see all these creative things, and while there might be a Toby cameo, it's still a heartfelt and useful cameo because while it might not be heartfelt in terms of the story, it's much more heartfelt in context to where the director and fans of the character, the stories, and as a whole came from to where we are now. And just that acknowledgement is a nice little wrapping on the present. And I think that's why this movie is really going to work. And I think you can make that argument for superior Iron Man if it is Tom Cruise or Patrick Stewart as a Professor X. I mean, I get that concern, but I feel like when you look at the grand prospect of things with the Marvel, what they've done with the multiverse already, because man, that's the thing. If you asked me when we were talking about WandaVision and Loki, I would have thought we were getting into more of a magical, which we are, but more magic and more timeline specific type of film or overall story. But it really looks like they're going hard on this multiverse, and I love it. And it's really weird to see because now I feel like we're having a 2013 competition again because DC's doing the multiverse now. You know what I mean? They're both, and I'm not trying to compare, but it feels like it's 2013 happening again. They're just like them rushing their cinematic universe. I feel like now they're just rushing the multiverse because they fucked up their universe in the beginning.
True, but I don't really think that DC was rushing it because they were planning on it from the start before this whole No Way Home announcement with Jamie Foxx coming back. They were doing that during DC fandom when they were trying to tell the multiversal storyline for the DC. They did that long before that. No, when Jamie Foxx was announced that Electro was coming back, and then you saw the concept art with 3 Spidey characters together in that concept art before that thing got taken down by social media. So I think that they've been playing that from the start. It's just how they execute the multiverse storyline for DC is what counts. They have an idea.
So, I'm curious when he did post that. He posted that
I think it was
photo
like
October
yeah. I think it was like back in
2nd of
October.
2020. October 2nd of 2020 is when he did that. And the Flash movie has been in production since 2014, bro. Think about that. Its original release date was 2018.
Oh yeah,
And
they've been switching a bunch of directors left and right. It was a huge drama that they couldn't figure out what they wanted to tell the story for the Flash, and it just did not.
and I
go
think
so
that's
well.
the thing. I think Warner Brothers might have wanted done that complete reset wipe, and I think a bunch of the previous directors just didn't want to do that. I wanted to tell more self-contained, maybe like
Yeah.
a rogues gallery type of movie. But this isn't a DC stream. But yeah, this movie looks fucking insane, and I'm gonna give it an 11 out of 10, man. I was pretty excited before the trailers, just based off the ideas and the rumors and the leaks from hearing about all these people coming in it. That first trailer, I was kind of like, oh, this looks cool. I'll wait for the next trailer. And I wasn't expecting to get a full trailer for the Super Bowl. And wow, they really went out of the park for this one. And it's Marvel. It's not like we can sit here like with the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer and say like, oh, fuck Sony for fucking up the trailer for showing too much. This is fucking Marvel, right? I don't like the suit, by the way.
Dude, I dug the suit. The suit looks badass.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Like Michael Keaton's coming back again in the Batgirl movie. I mean, okay.
But do you guys want to have any final last things to say before we wrap this up?
And I want to say one last thing for Toby's appearance in potentially coming into the Multiverse of Madness. Like anything is possible. I believe that we will see Toby and Andrew coming back again at some point in some shape or form. Because if you watch the 30-minute interview with the 3 Spidey actors talking about this, Toby said like this was not made to be a closing chapter for these characters.
No, yeah.
So I definitely believe that we will see one of these versions show up in any project, or maybe a solo TASM 3 with Andrew Garfield. Hopefully he gets finish his own trilogy.
And I'm not stopping with X-Men the animated series. What if this opened the door to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? And then we get
if the creators of the show was getting you to wait for a while, then yeah, then that's just pretty obvious.
I just want to say there's a reason why Tom Holland was not a cameo in Into the Spider-Verse. Sorry. There's a reason, because there was talks for Holland to have a cameo, and Toby and Andrew, but they didn't do it. So
we could see them popping up in Across the Spider-Verse for part 1 and 2. They're splitting into 2 parts, so I'm excited. There's gonna be a bunch of surprises for that film.
Bring Miles to the MCU, please.
Oh, dude, I have no doubt that they will eventually.
Yeah. And God fucking bless you, Kevin Feige, and every creative that goes into Marvel and Disney in this aspect. Because man, dude, you guys are giving us just like fucking cinema right now. We love it so much. But if you guys love it just as much as we do, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to let us know what you guys thought about this trailer, your concerns, what you're just excited to see, because there's a lot of exciting stuff in this trailer from so many different fucking places of the MCU, between What If, from actors not getting the role back in 2008, actors coming back from when they were told that they were done from a separate unit. Like, bro, it's some crazy shit. But guys, Deebs, where can we find you, my man?
Mr. Crockpot, message me anytime, talk geek, you name it, man. Just what a time to be alive, man. This is going to be an amazing year for Marvel fans, top to bottom, man. We didn't even talk about Miss Marvel, which is for me was my number one. There's just so much. It's going to be an amazing year.
No. Yeah. What about you, Matt? Where can you find you, my man?
God damn, I just can't wait to watch this movie. I want to see this right now, and we're probably going to spend like 2.5 hours or 3 hours on an acid trip. And Kevin Feige, he is our George Lucas at this point because he's been delivering us great Marvel content, especially in the cinema. So if you want to find me, you can find me at on my Twitter page, just at MattWyatt651. I have the link tree in the bio where I have my Instagram and my letterbox where I do my movie review. So go and check it out.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on and talking about this insane movie. And thank you guys so much for joining us live, post live, watching everything after. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe at the Suit Up Geeks. Turn on that notification bell just so you know whenever we're updating and posting things. We've got a lot of cool shit in the works, guys. Right now, we are in the final four for the rom-com draft. And guys, this one is really fucking exciting because the winner of this one gets the final spot for our championship draft, which I'm pretty sure the three of us are all a part of. Right? I'm pretty sure all three of us
for the rom-com draft, I'm not part of that.
No, the champion draft.
Champion draft, right. Yeah, I am a part of that.
Yeah.
Too soon, Ryan. Too soon. I got my ass kicked. I'm not.
Yeah. Deeb's got his ass.
I'm curious about the championship round. What's gonna happen for that one? I'm curious.
So,
oh my god! Oh, you're gonna do that? You're gonna be that guy?
Yeah. So, guys, I do want to say now, after the draft concludes and stuff like that, we're gonna announce all the details for what the championship round concedes, what might be a little bit different, and we might be making some draft season 2 announcements. Who knows? So stick tuned for that. And guys, I am just Ryan again. And guys, Friday, I forgot, we have got our Harry Potter trivia.
Oh man, love Harry Potter.
They love Harry Potter.
Love it.
I love it. I can't say the same about the Fantastic Beast franchise, but guys,
I'm gonna say this right now. Fuck the Fantastic Beast. I don't. Fuck those movies.
The new one looks so bad too, but I can roast those fucking movies all day.
We can go on for 2 hours of roasting these two movies.
2 hours. But if you guys think you have what it takes, you have the knowledge of that movie and the entire franchise, join the stream. Play along, but please don't put the answers in the chat before they're answered because that would ruin the fun. But guys, thank you so much from me, Deebs, and Matt. We'll check you out on the next one. Peace.
You'll find I have many qualities for you to dislike.